Bragger tag people, here we're playing Gears of War 1 while debating about the Gears of War 1 remastered Xbox One. And I'm here with two veterans, which is Psyyyyyduck and Ellis. Say good day, guys.
How are you?
Okay, there you go. And I'm playing with Denied Brutality, who is wall bouncing freak in Gears of War 3. So guys, what do we want to see in the remaster of Gears of War on the Xbox One? Start with you, Ellis.
I'm not changing anything, hopefully. Keep it the way it was originally and just upgrade the graphics, frame rate.
Pretty much the same. I wanted them to just keep it sort of the same, upgrade the graphics, and just mainly the movement. The movement is what I want upgraded the most.
Why is that? What do you see wrong with the movement? Tell us a bit more about that.
Well, for the longest time, since the game came out, if you went round a corner too fast, sometimes it would stick you to a wall where you literally cannot move. All you can do is spin around, you can't shoot, you can't walk, you can't really do anything except spin. And that's gotten me killed a lot of times. So I want that just removed mainly.
Alright, what about you tonight? What do you want to see in the remastered version of Gears of War on Xbox One, champ? What do you want?
Well, I kind of agree with Psyyyyyduck here. The main thing that I enjoy is the movement. So, like, as you know, I like to wall bounce and strafe and bounce around, whatever. But I find the movement in Gears 1 quite sluggish and rusty compared to the other Gears titles, like Gears 2 and Gears 3. But if they just made the game a bit smoother per se, not necessarily adding in wall bounce just to keep like the feel of Gears 1, but just making everything more fluent and fluid and all that kind of stuff. That's the main thing that I would like to see.
Alright, so Ellis, what type of game types do you want to see in the remaster? Do you want that heaps, or do you want to keep the list small?
To be honest, I think they should actually just keep the classic Warzone execution, and I think bringing TDM in is going to make the game play a bit too much like Gears 3 for most people's liking. I speak to a lot of the Gears 1 players, and they're quite particular about the way they like Gears 1 being played. I think introducing TDM might be rating against a lot of the veterans of the game.
What's the big core? What about that side? What do you think?
I can completely agree. Gears of War 1 for me was mainly about you get one life, use it correctly, and that was a major part of the Gears 1 deal. So to bring in TDM would probably vanquish that sort of aspect that I like about this game.
Okay, I never thought of that, because I've only came to play Gears of War 3 online. TDM was what I all play at the moment. But I like to see King Hill back, but I a great game type to bring back into. So I don't know, I think I'd take Guardian over TDM any day, to be honest. Would you happy with that?
Guardian,
I
yes,
reckon,
because...
yeah.
Oh, you go first,
They could replace Assassination, mate. That was, even a lot of the Gears 1 players thought that was a little bit of a weak mode. So Guardian to Assassination, I reckon a lot of people will be alright with, but other than that, I think they should just keep to what was originally released.
Alright, yeah, it's a tough one. I mean, I don't know, maybe they should bring Freefall in as, like, we was chatting earlier on with Denied Brutality, as like an event. So, you know, they have OSAT down there, they can bring in Freefall for 1 month, you know, stuff like that. I reckon that'd be good. What do you think of that, guys?
Yeah, I really like it, because in Judgment, the only thing I liked about Judgment, dare I say it, is free for all. That was just really fun. But I kind of agree with the aspect of not introducing TDM, because even though I enjoy TDM, it's not really Gears 1 kind of thing. It was more execution and
agreed.
But you know, it's kind of hard to judge though, because if we want a lot of people to play Gears 1, we've sort of got to cater for different people, and not just the Gears 1 vets. So that's like the hardest thing to judge.
I think that could also raise another issue. Most of the Gears population these days are mainly Gears 3 players. Hopping back to Gears 1, a lot of them aren't going to like how unforgiving it is. There's all this hand-holding that you get in Gears 3. might have problems with the player base staying sort of like that new execution playlist they brought in for Gears 3 that sort of died within a couple of weeks.
Oh, jeez, do you reckon there's hand-holding in Gears 3, man? I really suck at that game.
Not so much.
I don't know. Look,
It depends on your perspective.
Yeah,
Compared to Gears 1, absolutely.
Really quick, I just want to chime in something else that I want changed in Gears, like the remake Gears 1.
Sure.
I want the host to be less powerful. If you
Yeah,
play Gears 1 for a long
that's
time, you
been an
know
issue,
that the host is so overpowered that it's ridiculous. Brutality.
Oh, especially a kept host, but yeah. I never experienced much Gears 1 or 2 versing hosts, so I don't know much about that aspect.
There was quite a fair bit of host advantage in Gears 2. It's around about the same as Gears 1 and 2.
Well, what are they jumping in Gears 2, though?
Was a lot of American players found the connection really terrible because they get teamed up with Mexicans, but Australians, as it ended up, we basically only got paired up against Australians, so it really wasn't too terrible.
Okay, fair enough.
Think you can do better next time?
So, do we want to see
I sure
any new
hope so, sir.
characters added into the remaster? Because I can tell you one character I definitely want remastered and definitely in there is Bernie. You know what I'm saying? Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna say,
I'd like Anya because she's been in it since the Gears 1. She was a character in Gears 1, but she never got a playable character.
I'm
So
fine
I'd like
with all
her
the
in.
characters, as long as they don't have that hitbox issues, which have been in Gears 3. Keep them the same, and you can have whatever characters you want. I don't think anyone will complain.
What about you, Denai? Would you like 20 Dom? Like an even version of the 20 Dom?
Well, Sweaty Dom is classic from Gears 1. So, I don't know, I'm not really fussed about the new characters. Like, when I think of the remastered, I want them to keep it as classic as possible, but I don't want them changing the game too much and ruining it. But I do agree with like, introducing Anya or maybe Bernie, or introducing new characters based on the novels or the books, because I've never read them.
Yeah,
But I've read on the Gears Republic Facebook page that people want to see more about Dom's brother, Carlos, I think.
Yes,
I don't know.
Carlos Santiago. He died in the Battle of Astro Fields, as well as Anya's mum in the book. And I suggest boys you do read the books, so you hear a lot more about that. Oh my god. And she pretty much taught them how to survive and fight in the wild and everything. Like, she's a very hardcore character, and I won't ruin it for you, but she has a good run-in with Bev, which made her legendary even more so in my book. And she's awesome. I'd like to have babies with her. Just saying. You know, just saying. Maybe you can have that as an option in Gears 1 in remastering.
Something they should keep in mind for the remaster, same thing that happened with Halo Anniversary back in, I think, 2011. They remastered campaign perfectly, no one complained about that, but when it came to multiplayer, they put it in the Reach engine, which would be sort of the same as putting Gears 1 remaster in the Gears 3 engine, and people absolutely hated that, and there was a massive uproar about that, and I think multiplayer died, you know, only after a couple of months. They wanted the original, because they changed it. Pretty much died.
I agree. And a lot of people also going back to saying people that they won't this is going to have the same problem as the Halo Master Chief Collection. Not so. The Halo Master Chief Collection was, what, 3 or 4 different engines into the one game? Or 3 different engines? This is going to be the one engine all the way through, so I can't see there will be any major issues. And doing one game at a time, I think, is a positive move. I do agree with you, though. They shouldn't change the mechanic much at all, because if people are going to think this is going to be like Gears of War 3, I mean, I would be more personally be happy with that, but also I would be considered disappointed. What the hell was that? What was going on there? So, I don't know. I mean, what do you guys think? What do you mean? There should be an issue there at all.
Oh, well, I think the problem with Master Chief Collection is they sort of announced that they got everyone too hyped and they don't really have much time to sort of work on it. That's 4 entire games, and I think from release, announcement to release was only about a year or so.
Yeah, I think they jumped the gun.
Yeah, they bit off a bit more than they could chew, and there was just too many people expecting too much of it, and yeah, they kind of shut themselves about it.
Yeah.
I'm just staying quiet on this because I haven't played the Master Chief Collection, so I don't really have much input on that.
Oh my gosh, I just have one nationality. It's just, mate, I've played it.
Yeah, same here, man. I tried it out. It didn't actually work.
It's a great idea, but everything was fantastic, but the multiplayer is going to
that's something that does have me interested if they're going to be remastering the cutscenes, sort of like what they did with Halo 2, where they just went completely overboard and it was just fantastic. And I think Blur remastered the cutscenes and they just went, you know, super budget on it, and it looked absolutely great. I'd love to see that in Gears 1 remastered.
I can't see why I couldn't do it. And I'd like to see them use the Unreal Engine 4, is it now? Unreal Engine 4, the latest Unreal Engine?
Yeah, I reckon that's what they're up to. Yeah.
Because I think that was just working well with the current graphics. What, Unreal Engine 2 or 3? I can't remember.
This particular one, I believe, is on very early build.
And I just got stuck in the dude. I just could not move. I'm just going to use it as an excuse.
Yeah, that's one of the aspects about making the game a bit more fluid. You get stuck on cover too easily in this one.
Yeah.
Especially in American Connection. Because one of the things that I like about Gears 1 is that you can choose the connection that you play on. Like, you can choose to play an American game. You can choose to play an Australian
they have
game.
the server browser. That was the goodest thing they did of Gears.
That was probably the best thing they've ever done, in my opinion. I love playing it on lag, because it feels comfortable for some reason. Probably because I've played Gears 1 lag since I really started playing.
Well, I think I always got to. How did I get up in there?
Yeah. This is another one of the aspects that I was talking about.
Yeah. But the other thing is, like, Halo 5 is going to have dedicated servers, these Sura servers, which are meant to be brand new up and running. I'm hoping they can definitely put finally one Gears game on dedicated servers, and if they're going to do it, Gears War 4 and Remaster. I can't see why they wouldn't, because we've got an Sura server in the country. Look at that one.
How big is that?
It would be, mate, because...
Yeah. I hope they don't start removing any of the glitches and that. Like, a lot of people found that gives the game sort of character, you know. Sort of like, same thing with Halo. They didn't touch any of the glitches or any of that because, like, these classic games, a lot of people have a lot of fun doing that sort of stuff. And gives the game a lot of character. They shouldn't really touch that at all.
Nah, I'm with most of you guys. Make it a little bit faster, a little bit more fluid, better graphics, journey with bigger tits. I mean, sorry, and it would just be a fantastic game. I'm gonna try and get a kill. Shit. Oh yes, frag attack.
Speaking of said glitches.
Hey, up on the wall, mate.
Awesome.
How do you get up there?
Dude, you should see me get up in the car earlier on. Like,
Oh, he's gone.
This is due to the Kung Fu flip. Yeah, this is due to the Kung Fu flip glitch, where you're actually able to like get out and really explore the areas of the map. Like, for example, Brutality, don't kill me, but can you see where I'm shooting? Come down the stairs.
Yeah, show me this one, show me this one.
You can come all the way out to here.
Where are you? Oh my god!
Oh.
You can look across the ocean.
That?
You can get your girlfriend on here. You can come out here. You can have a nice romantic date looking across the ocean.
I actually remember you can get across the ocean doing, I think, was it the fucking skydiving? You can get to that lighthouse out in the ocean. You can actually go explore that too.
Yeah, I haven't actually been out there. But yeah, there's a lot of glitches on this game which really give it a lot of character. Like there's the Kung Fu flip which I used to get out here. There's the skydive, which is notorious for this map, gridlock, which is going on like one specific car sitting there. Your fucking screen just glitches out everywhere, and then you fall from the top of the map, and you can go literally on top of every single building. You can get all the way across the lighthouse. There's so much things in this game due to the glitches that give it a lot of character that I don't really want them to take out. But at the same time, they should also fix.
Wow, look at that.
Like, you shouldn't really be allowed to get up here.
Because you can barely see him.
Alright guys, we're going to leave it there. But thank you very much, Elders and Psyyyyyduck, and looking guys for the video, and leave a like, comment, and subscribe. subscribe, drag and tag, and I'll catch you mofos out for Battlefield. Say goodbye, fellas.
Drag and tag,
thanks,
people.
Yep,
Bye, Pete.
Peace. That's my
Catch you,
you're
boys.
stealing my fucking